Hello everyone, it's Dave here from SaveDecks. Now, exciting times, 51 worldwide games, also known as Clubhouse games, is nearly upon us, and it offers us 51 games to play. 52 if you count the piano. Yeah, I'm going to account the piano for this video, why not? But how good a package is this? At first glance, it is 52 games for £34.99, which is about 67.29 pence per game. Not bad, but I really wanted to dive into just how good value this game looks to be. I mean, what if you're not interested in every single game on there? Is it still worth buying? Well, do not fear, because there is an eshop with a very extensive library, and I have searched it to find as many of these minigames as I could. I was able to locate 27 of those minigames in some form on the eshop, which is just over half, not bad. It was sometimes tough to work out which games to include, such as with toy football and toy boxing. There are plenty of football and boxing games on the eShop, but none of them really resembled the ones in Clubhouse games closely enough for me to include them. Whenever I did find suitable games on there, I chose the cheapest option available, just so we're using the lowest prices in our eShop hunt. Seeing that I live in the UK, that was the eShop I was looking at. Prices and game availability can obviously vary in different regions, but for the sake of this comparison video, I'm sticking with the UK prices on the UK eShop. There's also the question of the quality of each game too. The individual games I found on the eShop may have a lot more depth than the games available in Clubhouse games, and vice versa. I'm only looking at these games with the assumption that all the player is looking for is the basic standard version of that game, regardless of any extra modes, fun designs and so on that they might include. Some of the games I couldn't find at first, and I managed to unearth them from some collections I found on the eShop, so it is possible that I may have missed some. Let me know in the comments if you found any. So let's just take a look at the 27 games that I managed to find on the eShop. So 3 of the games included in the Clubhouse games are Drafts, otherwise known as Checkers, Gomoku and Matching. There is a game on the eShop called Classic Games Collection Volume 1 that includes 5 games on it, 3 of the games being the ones I just mentioned, and it is available on the eShop for £4.49, not bad. Ludo was an easy one to find. There is a game called Ludo Mania for £2.69. The game that they're calling Renegade, it's actually Reversi or Othello, and there is a version of Othello available on the eShop for £4.49. The Mahjong games available on there were kind of hard for me because I know nothing about Mahjong at all. So I found one called just Mahjong for £8.99, which seems to be the basic game. I don't know if the one on Clubhouse games is the same as that or if it's a different variation of it. I'm not sure there, but this is the best I could do really. And for the Mahjong Solitaire one, there is a game called 1001 Ultimate Mahjong 2, which says in the description that it's Mahjong Solitaire, so I'm going to have to take its word for it, but they retail at £8.99 and £7.99 respectively. Chess, very basic one, nice and easy, £8.09. I think you know what you're getting with chess. Shogi is a game I'd never really heard of, and a quick eShop search came up with one suggestion, and that is a game called Dobutsu Shogi World. Now looking at it, it looks like it's aimed more at kids to teach you shogi, and it looks like there's a lot of colourful animals, a lot of bright pictures there, and it looks like it contains mini shogi as well as the smaller boards. So I'm going to count both shogi and mini shogi in this one game, so it looks like you're getting a lot of bang for your buck here, but this game retails at £31.49, which is almost as much as Clubhouse games cost, so yeah, we're looking like good value for Clubhouse games at the minute, aren't we? So 2 of the card games I'll talk about first are called Texas Hold'em and Blackjack. There is a game on the eShop called The Card at £4.49, which includes both of them as well as a few others, so that's good value there, isn't it? Then there's a game called Last Card, which is basically Uno, isn't it? And Uno is available on the eShop for £7.99. President is a card game I've never heard of before, but there is a version of it available on the eShop called PresidentF.net for £4.49. Away from the card games now, onto the sports section, and for the toy tennis one, it was hard to say as there's plenty of tennis games on the eShop, but the one I'm going for is Timber Tennis Versus. Firstly because it's the cheapest one I could see on there at £1.79, and secondly because the toy tennis one looks like it's got restrictive movements, and so does Timber Tennis really. Next is Toy Baseball, and the equivalent I found there was Desktop Baseball, which looks so spot on to what Toy Baseball is, so I'm glad I found that one. It is £5.69. Bowling, that's the one I'm looking forward to in Clubhouse games, as it was my favourite of the Wii Sports. The cheapest bowling game I could find on that eShop is called Happy Animals Bowling, but I think they should call it Horrifying Animals Bowling, because just look at them. And that is available for £4.49. Darts next, and the cheapest darts game I could find is called Darts Up for £2.69. I had a version of that on the 3DS eShop. It's as basic darts as you could get really, but it's the cheapest one available. So for billiards, the cheapest version of that I could find is one called 8 Ball Pocket for £5.39. Air hockey, I bet there's a lot of variations of this on there under different names, but the one I could find under the name air hockey, it goes for £7.19. As for golf, there's plenty of golf games on the eShop. The cheapest ones I could see is both of the Arcade Archives games. One of them is just called Golf, that's the one we're looking at now. But I think the best golf game on the eShop is Golf Story by far, but that costs more, so I'm not including that in this. The game revived from Wii Play, Tanks. The equivalent I could find is one called Attack of the Toy Tanks for £4.99. Now, I was going to include Team Tanks in this as an extra game to include, but from what I can see, it doesn't include a team-based mode, so I can't include Team Tanks as a separate game to add to the eShop here. Fishing was an easy one to look up on the eShop as well. The cheapest one I could find was called Go Fishing 3D for £4.49. I was amazed when I was looking up slot car games. I thought there'd be loads of them on there, but I could only really find one that looked like it was similar, and that's called Scalextric, which is hard to pronounce, and it costs £9.99. Klondike Solitaire and Spider Solitaire are both available on the eShop separately, but I think the cheapest way to get them both is by purchasing Solitaire Deluxe, the 3-in-1, which includes Solitaire, Spider Solitaire and Free Cell as well, so quite a lot there, but it does cost £13.49. And finally, the all-important one, the piano. There's a piano app on the eShop which only recently came out, I think, which is £8.09. Okay, so that was all of the 27 games that I was able to find on the eShop. So, let's just sum this up. As I said earlier, 51 Worldwide Games, otherwise known as Clubhouse Games, is available on the eShop in the UK for £34.99, which averages out about 67.29 per game. If you were to buy all 27 of the games I just mentioned on the eShop at their standard price, if there's no sale on, it will come to a grand total of £159.78 for having just about half the games you can get for £34.99. That averages out at about £5.92 per game. So that is quite a difference in price there. So I'm kind of thinking this Clubhouse Games package is looking like extremely good value, isn't it? But not just in the price, because the file size of 51 Worldwide Games is 2.3 gigabytes. The added up file sizes of all the games I've just mentioned comes to 8.481 gigabytes, so nearly 8.5 gigabytes there. So by purchasing these games separately, you'll be spending a lot more money and taking up more of that all-important storage on your Switch. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun to make this one, but a lot of work as well in like diving into that eShop, trying to find the right games and adding up all the prices and everything. So if you did like it, giving us a like, that would be really much appreciated. And if you want to keep up with us in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button. This game comes out next week and I will no doubt be playing it, letting you know what I think of it. So make sure you stick around to find that out next week. And make sure you put down in the comments down below if you found any of the games I missed. I mean, I cannot believe I couldn't find Yahtzee or Backgammon. I thought there'd be shoo-ins on the eShop, but I couldn't find them anywhere. So if you do manage to find them, let me know in the comments how much they are, and I can add up and put in the top pinned comment what the adjusted price is. So again, thank you very much for watching, everyone. See you in the next one.